Live at Skidmore, Tynan, and we are about to stream the Skidmore Tynan Junior Varsity football game between the Santa Gertrudis Academy Lions and your Skidmore Tynan Bobcats JV football. And let me go ahead and set the table. Some of you joined us earlier for the end of the junior high game, and SGA Santa Gertrudis Academy defeated Skidmore Tynan 12-8, but it was almost one of those last minute drives. And I got Ryan Franco on the headset as well to see if we're getting good audio. We are battling the elements, and when I say the elements, I don't mean cold weather. I don't mean really even hot weather. We're battling wind right now. We got to hang on to the camera. We got to hang on to the computer, and as Ray has to hang on to me, or I'll maybe fly away. Or maybe I used to could do that, but now I can't. Uh, Ryan, are we getting good audio? All right, let's do a check with Ray Ramirez.
Can y'all hear me? How's everybody doing tonight? Getting ready for this Bobcat football.
We're good. Okay.
All right.
All right. So now let me introduce us, and let's take it back to the beginning while Ryan pans over on our Bobcats. He's got, and guys, this is on Facebook and on YouTube. So let's take it back to. I'm going to take it back to 2007, Ray. No,
Okay.
I take it back to 2007. I really am, because we got a little bit of time here, and we do have some sponsors. We have some commercials that we'll be playing. But back in when I started doing some audio broadcasting just on the radio, and we've come a long way because now we get to stream. And I know we had the COVID, the pandemic, and we were given permission uh, to do that. Audio is a little bit different than video and on the internet, especially when you guys out there can comment on how good or how bad we're doing on Facebook and YouTube and be kind to us. But I did the radio, and then Miss Patty Hollebeck brought me in for through recommendation from BB Adamas to do public address announcing, which I love because you're with the crowd. And now we get to a point where we are doing a little of everything, and we're going to try next week to actually be in the press box doing what we're doing here, but also doing public address announcing. So we're doing a little of everything. So this year, uh, Stephen Trujillo reached out, and I don't want to just say he reached out to me like I'm all popular. I've always shown an interest, so I reached out, and I know Ray Ramirez here, and I'll introduce Ray in a little bit. He's showing interest in commenting on football, and so we said, hey, let's do it, Ray. Ryan Franco has been my right hand man. He's been the man. Really, all I do is talk, and he's always been very, very good about running the technical. So he's doing technical. He's on my right. Ray Ramirez will be on my left. We got a computer right in front of us. We got our camera over on the right side in front of Ray. And please apologize. Forgive us for the wind blowing it around. We got to put some concrete on that tripod. But we're at the very top of the stadium here above the press box. Coach Fred Guajardo is doing public address, doing a great job with it. I could probably pretty much shut up, and he can he could you could hear him and do all the play-by-play and the commentary. But Stephen Trujillo from 364 kicked off the. Been watching them doing Cent Pirate football, and then along comes and playoff football, and it was exciting. I plug in for Referral Sports Network, and Billy Swinney and Ryan Linney. They get out there and they do Referral Bobcat football, and then the Trojans started with the TNT Network, uh, and I think Mike Willow, David Garcia, great guys. Wish them the best as well. And now here we are with ST Bobcat Nation, and I am Amador Ramirez. I do the public address announcing for the Bobcats. I even do some Coastal Bend College Cougar commentary and broadcasting. And now I'm going to introduce and let him say a few things and make sure our audio is still going. We got Ray Ramirez, who is joining me as commentary or color commentary while I do the play-by-play. Ray, we're here, and hopefully everybody's listening to us. Introduce yourself.
I'm Ray Ramirez. I've been a Bobcat ever since my daughter moved to fifth grade. I actually graduated from Hebbronville, but Bobcat fan. Just love the Bobcats. I got through two kids in high school right now. I got an elementary kid, and I'll be here for a while. So you'll be hearing a lot from me. And I really appreciate the opportunity y'all giving me to join you up here.
And Ray, the pleasure's mine. And Ray is not related to me, and everybody says, "Why do you have to say he's not related?" No relation.
No
But I,
relation.
I, I will be promised. I love the guy, and if I could be related to somebody, it would be Ray. He could be like my nephew or something. I don't know. But it's good to have him in the booth, and he's got number 21 out there tomorrow night, and that's Eric. No,
No,
Ray
Ray
is number
Ramirez. I
21.
got number 70 is
Ray,
the other one.
and number 70, Enrique and Eric,
Yes, sir.
and he's done some. He's done a little damage there on the offensive and defensive line, right?
Yes.
He gets in there and he's a good sized kid that
Yep.
gets in there and does some
Oh yeah.
damage. So it's good to see that, and you can see the Bobcats are coming onto the field now, guys. I'm going to run a few commercials for our sponsorships. We'll be doing that throughout the night, and I know Kyler Wilson and of course, Stephen Trujillo, quick, he will be reaching out. We're trying to make this big time because there are a lot of people that are not in Texas that would like to see their grandson, their son, their daughter, their nephew, their niece, the cheerleaders. We'll try, and the band, and they want to see them, and we're going to try to bring it to their attention. So you can see that they've already done I believe the coin toss that happens early here at the football games, but I'm going to cut away for just a little bit, and please go and follow ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook, like us, and also subscribe on YouTube because sometimes people don't go to Facebook and get all that done. So we're going to run a few. We're also practicing a little bit here, and we're going to cut away to play a few little commercials, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Gonna start.
And we are back at Bobcat Stadium. Again, joined by Ray Ramirez and Ryan Franco, who has a headset, but it's only for audio output. We got a microphone too, and we're hoping that we're not getting too much wind to disrupt you guys. But we do not have rosters, and I apologize for that. We kind of crashed the party here tonight because we wanted to get a little practice in ourselves. But you know who your sons and daughters and grandsons and nephews, your cousins, and uh, and I'm not probably going to be looking too much at Facebook or YouTube tonight, at least not till later. So be nice to us when you make your comments, but definitely we want to hear from you. But the Bobcats are set to receive, and they're all purple uniforms, and it's a short kick right through the. Well, they're going to have to make a little ground here. Number 10 picks it up, and he downs it right there. Did not want to take it back.
Yep.
So Ray, if you had to kick it off, that's about as good as you can get, right?
Yes. And props to number 4 on the kickoff.
Yeah, he hit it just right.
Yes.
It kind of reminded me of again. You'll have to throw back our is it Widener kicking off for us and on the varsity. He always kicks it, and I hear they
No,
practice
that's
that.
Bennett Martinez.
Benny Martinez, the kicker.
Yes.
He's also our quarterback number 2,
Yes.
and he has a great little talent about getting that little corner to about the 25, 30 yard line, and they've recovered at least a couple
Yes.
already throughout the year, the Bobcat varsity. But right now tonight, it's Bobcats JV, and number 3 looks like Actually, number 3 bringing in the play.
Looks like
Number
number 7.
7 is a quarterback. Once again, guys, we'll. I don't have the JV down. I got the varsity down. That's who I usually call, but these are up and coming players. And the give to the first back up the middle for about a yard. Man, that wind is coming in even through the PA system there, Ray.
Yes.
You can hear that sound, the muffled sound of the wind. Uh, Again, Ray, Ryan Franco. I'm gonna get all the R's mixed up here. We got Ray Ramirez, we got R. Ahmad Ramirez, and then Ryan is Ryan Franco, uh, who is. You said you're from Hebronville, but you're a Bobcat, and
Yes,
Ryan
sir.
is a Bulldog now, also a Bobcat here tonight.
Oh, it
Ah, a
looks
little
like they
movement.
moved.
Number 50 on that right side moved, but I don't know if he moved first. I bet you they give the Bobcats 5 yards here,
Yes.
going south, or because I think he jumped first, but okay, I was wrong. It was a false start. Second down and 14. Again on the we just saw junior high and Skidmore Tynan fell to the 12-8 on that one to Santa Gertrudis Academy. And here we are with junior varsity, and tomorrow night at A&M Kingsville, Javelina Stadium, the varsity. And the snap's a little high, number 7 on the quarterback. He's got a runner there, number 24.
24.
24 looks like he might have a little bit of a power behind him there, Ray.
Yes, sir. It's good. Great run.
And I know a lot of times in junior high and JV, it's going to be run, run, run,
Run.
run.
Yes.
But what's interesting, though, is even on the junior high and the JV level, they're still going into that shotgun formation.
Yes.
Or I call it the pistol because it's sort of like not quite back far enough, and you got a running back in the background, in the backfield. So here we go. It is third and 10. Like we haven't gone anywhere. First quarter, 6:15 remaining. These are 8-minute quarters as opposed to 12 and
Ooh,
oh, and
taking in
what
the backfield.
he gets stuck by number 70, number 20 and number 70 in
Yep.
there. So we're going to probably be looking at a pretty consistent offensive formation, Ray,
Yep.
for JV and junior high. I'm not knocking it. They're learning. They're this is what it's about, so that you can start opening up the offense as you move into your varsity
Varsity.
years.
Looks like they.
Is this a fourth down already? Yeah, it's
Yep.
fourth down. It's ready for punt. That's a good
That's a nice
punt.
punt against the wind
That's
too.
a nice punt.
And it's.
That's a nice punt.
Yep.
Down there by number 40. So number 24. Hey, I'm going to get some of these. That was Tapia, number 24. So I'm going to listen a little bit to Fred Guajardo, Coach Guajardo,
I
when he
believe
calls
number
them out.
7 is Morgan Shannon.
Morgan Shannon.
I think he's a quarterback.
Oh, and he's got his bigger brother. So 7 is Shannon,
Yep.
and his big brother playing number 25
Varsity.
on varsity. That's
Chase.
Chase Shannon. And if you go back a few years, Ray, to the class of 2020, Logan
Logan
Shannon,
Shannon.
when I was doing public address announcing 3 years ago, here come the Lions, and they've got a number 7. Actually, no, that number 7's in the backfield. They're in the offensive set, number 16
16.
quarterback,
Number
giving it to number
20.
26, 20 or 20, 20.
I
You're
believe
right.
20.
Rendon. If you're hearing Coach Guajardo, great. If you're not, I'm going to cheat, Ray, and I'm going to learn them that way. Rendon on the tackle. I don't know if we would be able to have a roster up here right now. We're blowing. I don't know what the wind is blowing at right now, but it's not still.
Yep.
And the sun is glaring on our computers. But again, number 11 in motion. The pitch back to number 11. See if the
Right on the outside.
Bobcats
It's
can
got a
contain
hole.
him. They
First
and
down.
first down. Now, Ray, you've got number 70, Enrique
Yes.
Ramirez, and he's a sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Sophomore.
there's got to be a skill set that the coach saw that pushed him up to varsity, huh?
Yes, sir. Well, like I said, he's what 5'11", 230.
That's enough.
So yeah, he's got a lot of weight
And I'm
behind him.
sure,
He knows how to use it.
but in all fairness, it's not all weight. He's got some talent in
Oh
there.
yes.
Number 70, his son has some talent. The gift of number oh, nice takedown,
20.
number 21. Let's find out who
Yeah.
that is. Dominic Trevino, number 21. Thank you, Coach Guajardo. Now I got no score here, ladies and gentlemen, and we do have the We do have the scoreboard up in the. I'm not running the down marker because I we got a lot of glare in here, and we're gonna have to. We don't have a press box right now, so you're seeing it. We're gonna keep the score on the top left, and we're going to keep the quarter. It's first quarter. It's 0-0, and the sweep to the left, number 7,
Number two,
and number 24 on a
Ginobili Tapia.
Tapia. 24 Tapia in there.
I should have known that was Ginobili. He played last year with my son at JV also.
He's tearing it up there, Ray.
So
Anytime you get, and I don't want to seem too old and start comparing him to Lawrence Taylor, but I'm gonna use current, like maybe Micah Parsons
Micah
from the
Parsons.
Cowboys. And sorry if you're not a Cowboy fan, but I am a diehard Cowboy fan. So go Cowboys. Been since 1971 when, yeah, I was 9 years old and they went to the Super Bowl, and I fallen in love with broadcasting and football and the Dallas Cowboys. I don't have anything against the Texans. I love the Texans. I love Texas
Oh, nice
football.
pass.
And a nice pass up the middle, taken down
Pass.
by number 8. You said 8 is the quarterback, right? And that was number 8 on the tackle. Ball resting just inside the 10. And Santa Gertrudis Academy, they are driving. It was a good punt earlier by the Bobcats after their first possession, all the way back to the 42. They were pinned back. Now their first possession, the Lions inside the red zone, not only the red zone, but inside the 10. Red zone being the 20-yard line, inside the 20. The pitch out to number 11. Let's see if they can contain him. He gets up the middle and taken down by a slew of Bobcats. Ray, number 3 in there, number 10.
Number two. Number two and number yeah.
And I missed that name from
Brian Keys. Brandon
Keys,
Keys.
Brandon Keys.
Yeah.
But I have pretty good memory, and it would be nice to know everybody, so we don't need to be holding up rosters. But here come the Lions, second down and goal, and it may not be goal because the 10-yard markers are still up. So second and 4, and the gift up the
Better
middle,
at the middle.
and a
Oh,
big guy going through for a
touchdown.
touchdown. So that was a kind of a muscle. That was a power run. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to So absolutely. So that is going to put the Lions up 6-0.
Number 12 attempting the extra point.
Number 12. And we're going to put 6 up here on the scoreboard, and then we'll see if the kick is good. The kick is up, and it is
It's good.
through the uprights. With that, 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. SGA, Santa Gertrudis Academy up 7-0. We'll be right back. We're back at Bobcat Stadium with 1:10 remaining first quarter. SGA, Santa Gertrudis Academy Lions up 7-0, and at the 15-yard line, number 10, he's got a little bit of a lane. Oh, I thought he might find that little hole right there, Ray,
Yes.
but he did bring it back to about
He's
the
still up.
30-yard line.
Troy Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, number 10. Hey Ray, on the commercial break, you were talking about the jersey. So,
Yes.
I had earlier discussed the home jerseys for the varsity. Beautiful jerseys, but kind of hard to read the number on the jersey. Uh, these are a little easier.
Yes. I think the black on the varsity jerseys are a little harder.
Absolutely. We had earlier the junior high, which was predominantly white, uh, and then here we have purple throughout most of the uniform. And tomorrow we're gonna see the and a stick and number 70 grabs a. There was no one holding him back. We're gonna have to keep an eye on number 70 for the Lions. That I'm gonna keep an eye right there. It looked like he was a nose guard, or the at least a tackle on the inside there. I don't know if they're running the three linemen or four. Usually they're running the four linemen on the front, but he got in quickly, Ray.
Yes.
20 seconds remaining here. 7-0. Santa Gertrudis Academy leading the Bobcats here on JV football here on Thursday night. And let's see if they'll get one more playoff before we send it over to commercial. And the snap to give up the
Number
middle,
24.
number 24.
Ginobili.
And it's going to,
Actually, the line of scrimmage.
after one, it is 7-0. Santa Gertrudis Academy. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with some more Bobcat football. We're back at Bobcat Stadium, and with Ray Ramirez, Ryan Franco running the technical and also controlling the wind is Ryan Franco. He has us all blocked off. I'm kidding about that, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to. I'm still false
Movement on the
start.
line.
Well, Ray, quick quarter. JV and junior high football. Well, actually, it's a 10 minute. It's an 8 minute in junior high, and it's a 12 minute in varsity.
Varsity.
And here come the Bobcats. They're
Oh,
too
movement.
much motion.
It's like movement
I,
again.
I break away a little bit because I'm also we we don't get the luxury of a Troy Aikman or Joe Buck for ESPN, right? Because we have to run this, and then we got to run a camera. We got to change this. We got to change that,
Yes.
and they get some people. Maybe one day we'll reach their level, or maybe Pat Summerall and who was the other guy? John Madden, Madden football, right? Here come the Bobcats, number 7. He gives it to the right side, and trailing the play, number down at the bottom of the stack. Good job, number 50 in there. It looks like it's already going to hit fourth down, and the PA announcer Guajardo said fourth and long. Fourth and 25 is really. I don't think they're running the down marker over there, but it's fourth and 25, and they're going to punt it. And nobody backs it. Let's hope this ball rolls a little bit.
It does.
Beautiful, beautiful roll.
That was number 24 for the punt.
And I didn't. Again, we don't have a roster, but if you're number 24, is
I believe
your
that's Ginobili.
Ginobili? It's a good name, right?
Yes. Manu.
Come on, dude. Uh, hey, I'm a cow. I'm Texas. I'm about Texas. Well, I don't. If you play sports in Texas, I'm all about it. But it just happens to be the Cowboys are my number one. But I am also a Spurs fan.
Oh yeah.
I hope I didn't lose my audio. Did I lose my audio? Did I lose audio? Testing my audio. We're good. We're good. I want to make sure. Got so many buttons. And a nice takedown in there. Let's find out who that is.
Brendan Keys.
Keys was a tackler on that one. Morgan Shannon. Okay, number
Correction.
7. Morgan Shannon in on the tackle, second down. So the Bobcats right now with 3:12, let's say 8:09 remaining here in the second quarter. Santa Gertrudis Academy 7, Skidmore Tynan Junior Varsity 0, and a good defensive play there by the Bobcat defense. It's just kind of cool seeing all that purple out there. Purple with the white on the jerseys, purple helmets, just all purple. Purple power, purple people eaters, Minnesota Vikings. And taking down number 56 in there. Let's find out who that individual. Ethan Herrera on the tackle, number 56. Again, Ray, I'm going to be cheating. Without a roster, I'm just listening to Coach Guajardo.
Yep.
That was a nice takedown,
It's like
though, and the
timeout.
official called
Timeout SGA.
timeout. You got three timeouts in the half. That's their first of three. Uh, so with 7:21 here in the first half, SGA 7 and the Skidmore Town Bobcats yet to score. We're, we're back at Bobcat Stadium, 7:21 remaining. Santa Gertrudis Academy up 7-0 over the Bobcats, 7:21 remaining in the first half. Amador Ramirez along with Ray Ramirez and Ryan Franco. It is third down, and the Bobcats need to stop here. Back to throw,
Aggressive pass.
and and it is incomplete. That ball just, I'm looking at, that wind just kind of,
Stopped it in its tracks.
Ray, I think the wind on that one was the 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 what do you
The
want to call it?
savior.
The secondary of the Bobcats.
Yeah.
I think the Bobcats have 12 players on the field. That one, not really, but they had the wind helping them on that one as the ball just floated a little bit too long. It's fourth down, and right now the Lions are going against the wind. That's why we had a good Bobcat punt a while ago. And to give up the middle, and you're going to have to stop him right there.
20's a
And they
power
do
runner.
not. Number 20, he's still going for 15 all the way to the 44-yard line. And they needed to stop him right there. But right back to that punt. The Bobcats had a good punt earlier.
Yes.
They had the wind on their back. But in the first quarter, they didn't. And he had a good punt, too. So
Right.
he had a very smart punter out there. And I don't know if you remember the punter's name.
Ginobili.
Ginobili. Okay.
Yep.
He is knew exactly where and how high to punt it. If the wind is blowing against you, don't punt it too high because it's coming back. First down, Lions at the 44. Bobcat defense in there trying to hold here in the second quarter. Lions up 7-0.
Number
There goes
20.
the runner, number 20, big runner.
Stayed
He
up.
keeps his balance.
24.
Finally
Taken down.
taken down. Ginobili Tapia. Ginobili Tapia, not only with the foot tonight, also with the muscle, bringing down big number 20 for the SGA, Santa Gertrudis Academy Lions from Kingsville, Texas. So junior high, the Lions took the game 12-8 earlier. Tonight they're up 7-0, and tomorrow night, Ray, at Javelina Stadium, the varsity will take on the Santa Gertrudis Academy Lions with Bobcats with a 2-1 record, trying to improve to 3-1. Here's the pitch back, not a fumble, and he
Picks
hangs
it
on
up.
to it. They're going to have to bring him down. This is where speed becomes him, and he's still running on the right side at the 30, at
Might
the
be there.
20, and
Oh,
all the way
tripped
to the
up.
10-yard line, taken down by
21.
Dominic Trevingo, number 21, as you said, Ray, game-saving tackle there.
Yes.
But that was a good run, Ray. That was an example of where the offense had a little more speed than that defense.
Yes.
And I understand the defensive line not picking up all that speed, kind of bigger boys, but the Bobcats need to hold a little bit more containment on that defense.
Yep.
First and goal at the 10-yard line. It's right at the 10. They drop down the 10-yard markers. Bobcats trying to hold here because they're down 7-0 here with 4:38 in the second quarter. The pitch back. Number 21 in there. Diana, number 50 is in there.
Number 50
And number 66. We'll find out who those players are momentarily. Rendon.
Jonah Rendon.
Jonah Rendon. That was 56.
66.
66. Jonah Rendon. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there and if you're, tell us where you're at, YouTube or Facebook. Are you in Texas? Are you in Hawaii?
Well, if you're in Texas and you're watching, I know you're bird hunting because dove season opened up today.
Oh, man.
Yes.
So they might be missing
So I should have brought my shotgun, but unfortunately
Hey,
they can't allow guns in
No,
school.
yeah, no, you can't do that.
We're up high, so we can get them up pretty
Yeah.
high today.
That's a good idea, Ray. And now the give over on the right side. Actually, up the middle, he fooled me a little bit. Ryan Franco doing a great job with the camera. We'll talk about Ryan Franco in just a little bit. 3:33 and counting here, 7-0. The Bobcats kind of in a little semi-desperate situation. Ray trying to hold out the Lions here from scoring. Third down and goal. The ball at let's make it the 6-yard line. And Ryan Stolman, there's a lot of wind here. So if I go back and listen to this broadcast and I don't hear wind, these are some great microphones. Muffled out the wind, but it's blowing right in our face. It feels kind of cool. I don't have hot air blowing. The pitch out to number 8, and you got to contain him. Oh, hold.
That looks like a hold.
That looked like a hold, but maybe they didn't call it. And he's around the corner, and he is in for the touchdown. I thought I saw a hold too, Ray.
I did too.
And I know we got to call it non-biased, but I thought it was a natural instinct. It was a hold, but they didn't call it. So obviously,
well, the Lions put a nice drive. Started on their own 30.
70 yards.
Yep.
249. So down 13 now. 13-0 are the Bobcats. And with the extra point coming to holder number 16 and to attempt to kick, I don't know if it helps any giving out numbers, but I'm learning, and thanks to Ray Ramirez here.
12.
Number 12. And he did make a little line drive earlier. It went right across the crossbar, barely making it. But here's the snap. The kick is up, and it's a block. And they can pick that up. It's a live ball. And that means live on offense and defense.
Oh,
and
tripped
nice
out by
tackle,
66. Rendon. Jonah Rendon.
The Dominique.
Jonah
Rendon. I should stick with the last names then. Nice. If this comes down to a one-pointer, we're going to Jonah Rendon with a nice move. That was a beauty. And that's 2:49 remaining here in the second quarter. Santa Gertrudis Academy 13. Our Skidmore Tynan Bobcats have yet to score. We'll be right back. And we're back at Bobcat Stadium where the Santa Gertrudis Lions has scored their second touchdown, one on each end of the field. And now they're kicking off against the wind. So, Ray, maybe the Bobcats have a chance now of maybe getting the wind to help them out a little bit here.
Number 8 falls on it.
Did he fall on it? Yeah. Is it? No, it's going Bobcat way. That's good. So with our score 13-0, 2:43, and I don't know if it's a little bit different with JV or junior high rules, but well, they now stop the clock. 2:40 remaining. Um, this is, and Ray, I know we're looking at junior high and JV,
JV.
and they tend to run the ball and maybe what they call the RPO run pass option, but most of the time it's going to be run in junior high or JV football. But this is where you would air it out, and we're tempted to, but the younger players have to be patient with only 2:40 remaining here. Bobcats down 13-0, and the give up the gut, and again inside just busting through that gap. It was number 63,
The runner looked like 33.
runner number 33.
Yep.
And as usual, I'm waiting for the PA, Coach Guajardo, but he's helped me out a lot tonight. So if you're Ray. And Ryan Franco, great camera work. Thank you. He's always done sports and events. Ryan is amazing at events and sports. We do graduation streaming and such, and I always want to draw attention to the players and to the audience that we're serving. Back to throw, Bobcats, and then
Oh, off the
through the
fingertips.
fingertips. You know, if he had caught him right on the slant there, Ray,
Yeah.
number 4 was heading this way, and he would have had a lane to run.
Yes.
And I got a feeling he had the speed to take it to the house. I want to say that at least once tonight. He's going to take it. He's going to take it to the house. Yeah, we're enjoying junior varsity football here at Bobcat Stadium. Earlier tonight, we were able to bring y'all the half of the fourth quarter. So I guess we brought them an eighth of the game, right? Half of the fourth quarter, and the junior high Bobcats took a loss to SGA 12-8, and here we are 13-0. Oh, he's wide open.
Oh,
Oh,
right through his
a
hands
little
again.
too high. He had him wide open. But let me tell you, if that ball had just been a little bit lower, that's a nicely executed.
Yes. And you know what's funny? You were just talking about we're really going to see run and run, 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 and the 2 plays.
Right,
They
and we
pass the
saw
pass.
2 passes,
Yeah.
and
And you're right. This is where they want to pass
absolutely,
with the wind.
and again number 8, he's got some height on him too. Get that on his fingertips there, and he could have had 2 plays here, like you said, back-to-back passes. Now it's fourth down, and you kind of want to go for it, especially with 135. And well, it looks like Coach wants to call timeout here. Skidmore Tynan timeout. Let's play a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about our sponsors here as we move forward. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Bobcat football. We're back at Bobcat Stadium at Skidmore Tynan, and certainly like to thank and talk a little bit about our sponsors tonight and our sponsors for tomorrow night. And one of them happens to be a place I really love to go to, Ray, and they even gave me a T-shirt, the Backstreet Restaurant.
Never been there.
Backstreet Restaurant in Sinton. It's amazing, great service. That's my favorite. Backstreet, Sinton, Texas, and it looks like he's going to punt it. I almost would have gone for it on this because you're talking about that's a good punt.
That's a
And
good
again,
punt.
Ginobili Tapia. So do you think that he was named after Manu? That's a cool name.
Yes.
The big three, Manu and Tony
Tony
Parker,
Parker
and of
and
course
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan, the San Antonio Spurs. And again, we hope you guys out there on ST Bobcat Nation are enjoying this. I felt Ray didn't. Ray's awesome. Ryan's awesome, but kind of felt like I needed to shake a little rust off, especially when we go into tomorrow night's matchup at 7:30 here at ST Nation Facebook and YouTube, and we bring you that game. Bobcats will go in 2-1, and just a little background: the Bobcats started the week off against Taft and kind of took a hit 41-14, but I don't know, Ray, but a lot of improvement.
It's
There's
like
a
timeout.
timeout. We'll leave it right here.
Yes.
We'll leave it right here, but I think that there's been much improvement.
Oh yes.
When we went into the second one here at home, Ben Bolt Palito Blanco, we took it 28-6,
Right.
much improvement. And then when we went to Aransas Pass on the road, 20-14, I didn't see a lot of mistakes. I saw fundamental football, and I was proud of the boys.
Yes.
I noticed, not to call out any particular player, but I noticed Hinojosa was kicked it up a level, last
Yes.
week, and just to name one player, Hinojosa number 77 really got in there and started busting up a lot of the offensive plays,
Right.
and you know your son Enrique was in there causing a little bit of a stir.
And fun fact, he wasn't even 100%. He was actually had a cold that day too.
And
So,
absolutely, and how is Ray?
Ray's back. He second day back from injury, but he didn't play very much. He played on the special teams kickoff. But that's it. Actually, my
y-
number 70 is down there on the field right now, giving water to the JV players.
oh man, he's awesome. Is he good for tomorrow?
He's good for tomorrow. He's
All
ready to go.
right, both of them are good.
Yes.
128 remaining, 13 nothing Lions, and they've got the ball at the 15-yard line.
Number
They got to
20.
contain these guys. Ah,
Oh,
good
nice
takedown.
tackle.
Nice tackle.
Morgan Shannon.
Morgan Shannon, the third Shannon that I've got to call on a play, and I spoke to Logan at halftime at homecoming, a nice young man. 102 remaining, 13 to nothing. So what we're going to do in a little bit is we're going to kick it over to a few commercials. As I mentioned, Backstreet Cafe, Backstreet Restaurant, excuse
Restaurant.
me, and then Cool Breeze Air Conditioning and Heating, and then Olivares Plumbing, our sponsors for tonight, tomorrow night, and of course, oh, he's
And
got
he
a one
got it.
wide open. Gonna have to catch him, and he brings him down.
Number 8
You,
against the wind.
you got to. I was gonna say that, Ray. Against the wind.
Oh,
Only, and he hope he's okay. Number 9, but usually what happens, I've seen this injury before. We're gonna kick it away for just a little bit. 32 seconds remaining. We've got a timeout. First down for the Lions at the 35-yard line. 30 seconds remaining. Santa Gertrudis Academy up 13 to nothing over Skidmore Tynan JV. Both JVs, I should
goes
say.
back for another pass.
And another pass. He's got a man wide open.
Got it.
And if he plays it right, good takedown. They're going to have to get on those receivers at the 10, Ray, with 10 seconds.
Takedown was by number 7, Morgan Shannon again.
Shannon on the tackle.
I think the Lions are trying to score again before halftime.
We're gonna keep it here, and then 10 seconds remaining, 13 to nothing, Santa Gertrudis Academy. But Ray, those they're kind of opening it up. I was talking earlier about we don't do that at JV football, but we saw the Bobcats do it. One pass maybe not quite on target, another one went sailing over the fingertips, but the Bobcat JV showing they got a little bit of
Right.
a pass capabilities, if you will. But Santa Gertrudis, they're completing them. But right now, the secondary is the receivers getting lost in the secondary,
Yes.
and they're wide open. And they're going to have to tighten that up a little bit. And now the Bobcats hoping to hold them off here because you don't want to go down 20 to nothing or 19 to nothing with 10 seconds left. And I haven't been keeping tabs on the board, how many timeouts are left. I don't know if I see zero up there or again we're not. I'm not running the first and 10, second and 9. I'm just calling it as I see it here, since I'm talking and Ray is talking and but we've got I don't say the worst conditions I've ever been in. I will tell you about the worst conditions I've been in maybe in the second half. Remind me, Ray,
Okay.
uh, calling a game with it was a horrible, horrible situation. Here we go. See if the
I see
Bobcats
another pass here. 10
another
seconds.
pass
Got to go for a pass. Right
back
in
to
the end zone.
throw, and he's looking to the right side. He's got a receiver, and I don't know if uh,
Incomplete.
number three number three on the play. So 6 seconds here. One more play, Ray. Unless you kick your unless you kick yourself five and about a 20. It's at the 10, right? That would make it about at 7 and 10. That would make it a 27 yarder, and I don't think they're going to go into the wind. One play, the Bobcats need to stop it here. We're gonna 4 seconds. Back to throw, no rush.
Slant.
He's got a receiver incomplete,
Oh,
and nicely done.
that's nice coverage by number 8,
And Frank, that was a
Devon
beautiful
Franklin.
Franklin on that one. That
Yep,
was number 8,
that's what they said, Franklin.
and that's a nice
And
defensive
that's courtesy
play.
of Guajardo.
So as Ryan Franco points basically to our midfield, we've got halftime, an 8-minute halftime, 13 to nothing. Santa Gertrudis Academy leading your Skidmore Tynan Bobcats. We're looking and watching JV football here at Bobcat Stadium. We'll be back after a few commercials, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back at halftime here at Bobcat Stadium in Skidmore, Tynan. Let me get my a lot of wind up here. I'm going to get my headset ready. Um, Here with Ray Ramirez, Ryan Franco, and it is Skidmore Tynan Bobcat Junior Varsity Football with Santa Gertrudis Academy leading 13 to nothing, and a short halftime in JV and junior high. Junior high probably doesn't have much of any halftime, but JV gets a few minutes just to kind of line up over in the end zones, and the Bobcats are over on our south end, and 13 to nothing. Uh, Ray, first half, Skidmore Tynan had some moments where the passing game was there, but the ball just kind of just floated a little bit. But what's your assessment with the Bobcats here, JV football here in the first half?
They we have a power runner number 24, but not he's they're stopping him in the backfield. Number 70 for the Lions is getting in there too quick for him. The like you said, the passing it's there, just a little off a little bit. It's
You know, if they could get number 70 on the Lions, again, I repeat, we don't have a roster. If they could get that under control and at least get some sort of a little gap, a little hole, because I notice the Bobcat runners are being stretched out,
right,
and by the time they get to the outside, the speed of the Lions, tracks them down. And on the other side, there was a few plays where the Lions stretched it out and the Bobcats didn't contain them, and they got to the outside and then they cut up field.
right,
So they're going to have to. And I know you can't really teach speed, but you can teach positioning, right?
right.
You can get your players in the right spots, make sure that they are there waiting, and don't let them go on the outside. Let them cut up field and let your friends, your teammates, help you out a little bit. But
Yeah,
uh, 13 to nothing is where we're at right now, folks. Skidmore Tynan trailing. We did cover a little bit of the junior high. It ended 12 to 8 with Santa Gertrudis. I think Santa Gertrudis scored 6. Skidmore Tynan came back and scored 8, converting their 2 point, and it seemed like it would stay that way. And then one final touchdown by Santa Gertrudis made it 12-8, and then the Bobcats had one moment where they might have had maybe the game-winning drive, but they took it as far as maybe about the 40, and then the ball went over on downs, and the game ended with them taking the knee. So 12-8 on Santa Gertrudis taking the first game. Game two right now, unless something changes. Uh, Santa Gertrudis up 13-0 JV, and now tomorrow night, tomorrow
right,
night the varsity heads over to Kingsville at A&M Kingsville,
right.
Javelina Stadium, to take on the varsity Santa Gertrudis Lions. And looking at the other games, Ray, and I know we talked about it earlier. The Bobcats have improved from Taft to Benbow Palito Blanco, and then also to Aransas
Aransas,
Pass.
yes,
They're 2-1 going in. Uh, you got two boys on the field on the
yes.
squad. What are their spirits like right now?
They're good. They were talking about how well we beat Ben Bolt, of course, on our homecoming. Last week, SGA lost to Ben Bolt. They got defeated by Ben Bolt, which is a, a
If you do
head
the math,
shaker.
right?
Yes,
If you do the math, you're
yeah,
like, we should be able
be
to
able to, yeah,
take care of Santa Gertrudis,
yeah,
and usually that's the case in high school football or even junior high football.
right,
But you make a few bad plays and you never know, right? But
yeah,
if they play like Aransas Pass, how they played Aransas Pass last week and
yes,
kept it really solid, I think the Bobcats are. I mean, I'm not supposed to predict, but they have a good shot at 3-1
right,
before going into district and back here to start district.
yeah,
But we'll see what happens. I think that uh, I feel good about the game, and I also feel good about that we're going to be in a press box, and
right.
and we have enough daylight. We have too much sun on our screens. We thought about going to the what is it? That's the east side of the field, but then the sun would have been right in our face. The home field used to be on the other side. I know Ryan Franco was pointing that direction, but they kind of my first semester. Wow, talking school here. My first semester, my first season was over there, and they've redone that whole setup over there. And then the second season that I did public address announcing, we moved over here, and I like, man, the sun's not in my eyes because it's over there on the west. So that was a big plus. And then
Right.
especially during the hot weather, but it's going to get cooler. And um, I talked to you a little bit. We got a minute left before they come out.
Okay.
Talk to you a little bit about my worst case, my worst broadcast. Is we didn't have a press box. We didn't even have the luxury of being up in a little platform like we're at. We were in a little corner in Mathis, and it was a playoff football referral playing Ben Bolt Palito Blanco in the playoffs. Ben Bolt had a pretty powerful team, and we got hit with a monsoon. And the people in the crowd, and we were on the side with Ben Bolt and the other side, they went to the car. They went to their cars and they turned on the radio because we were doing audio broadcast.
Right.
And so I did say, if you guys can hear us, honk your horns. So they did honk their horns. So we became, how do I put it? My audience became the parking lot because that's where they were. 10 seconds here before the horn goes off, and then we'll be going here. Before we get started, I'm gonna kick it over to some commercials and thank our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back to kick off the second half here, 13 to nothing. Santa Gertrudis Academy leading the Skidmore Tynan Bobcats here in JV football. And the Bobcats kicked off to start the second half, 9:52 here in the third quarter, and it looked like an onside kick that was bobbled by the Lions, Ray, but
Right.
picked up immediately by the return team. But the ball does land at the 45-yard line. So here we are, Lions working left to right. And I say left to right because in radio you can't see anything. So I try to give them a visual. So if I say left to right, a little bit of history there.
Right.
Uh, but you guys obviously see the direction everyone's going. They're going north to south. But the Lions line up with one receiver, two receivers to each side, and quarterback is under center with one back set and one man in a motion. And he gives it to the first man. Oh, nice taken down. Who was that? Was
Number
that
24,
Ginobili?
Ginobili.
Ginobili Tapia, number 24.
And
You
you were
said your
asking
son
about my
played
other
with him
son,
last.
21. Yeah, number 21 just showed up. He's right there in that blue shirt. So he
Both your
said he
boys
could
are here,
see
right?
his knees better.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So
So both your one of they're helping out the JV. That's great. But you said E- Enrique played with Ginobili
Ginobili,
Tapia.
he played JV last year.
Tapia on the 1 yard 1 yard loss tackle, if you will. It's second and 11 Lions. Man in motion, number 11 to the right side. Quarterback back to throw. And he's got that room again, Ray. No
Yep.
containment. You got to contain that quarterback. And that's a
Number
first down.
7 and 24.
Was that Shannon on the tackle?
Yep. Shannon and Ginobili.
Thought I saw Tapia also there too.
Yes, Ginobili.
Ginobili Tapia on the tackle along with Logan Shannon. Did I say Logan?
Logan Shannon. Yeah,
Is it
that's
Logan Shannon?
Morgan.
Morgan Shannon.
Morgan Shannon.
I thought I heard somebody in the crowd say Logan. I said that's not Logan, even though that was his number. So we got Logan, we got Morgan,
Morgan. And
and
we got Chase.
Chase on the
I see
varsity
Chase
right
sitting
now.
right here next to us, underneath us.
Is that right there,
That's
Chase?
that's Chase right
All
there.
right, we yeah. And
But
he's
we
number
do
25, and he'll be
we
out.
do have to.
He'll be out tomorrow night. First and 10, Lions on the Bobcat 44-yard line. 8:30 remaining third quarter. Lions up 13 to nothing. The pitch to number 11. Oh, what a takedown!
Number 7.
Morgan Shannon.
So we already talked about how my boys are here, but actually there's like 11 varsity players out there right now helping the JV.
That's great. That's just great support, being there for each other, whether it's JV, varsity. You got junior high, and that was a takedown by Morgan Shannon. Second and 11. That's exactly what the Bobcats need to do on defense. They got to penetrate that line. Under center is the quarterback in the backfield in motion, number 2, and he's going to give it to the first man, number 20, and he got to
Which
take
is a
him
power
down.
runner.
Going to have to take him down, and a takedown. Who's that?
Number
Who's
3.
who's
Number
number
3.
3?
Gavin Ordoin.
Gavin Ordoin.
Gavin Ordoin.
That guy, he likes to mix it up.
Yeah.
That's it. You got number 3 over there on the right side, and then you had Morgan Shannon here on the left side.
Yep.
They were not afraid to take down the runner. And you know it, Ray, that it's not just talent, skill, speed, but ganas, right?
Yeah.
You got to get in there and uh,
Main thing is you just can't be scared to hit.
you
You can't
cannot
be
be
scared to
scared
get hit. So
because that's
that's the
when you
main
get
thing.
hurt if you're
Yes.
scared. Third down and 5 at the 40-yard line, 16 under center, and he gives
Giving
it
it
to the
number
first
20
back.
again.
Oh, and there's Morgan Shannon. He's the one of the first ones there,
Yep.
and I
Looks
I want
like
to bet
number 7.
and was number 3
Morgan,
there as well.
believe it's
Number
number
2,
2, Brendan Keys.
Brendan Keys. Okay, you know what? By the end of the game,
We're gonna know all the names.
I'll know all the JV, and we'll just need to come and call JVs throughout the season too. I'll never go home. And volleyball, and
Yes.
I don't know how we would do cross country. We would follow them with the camera,
Yeah.
right? We'll figure out a
We'll
way
be
to.
at the first start line and the finish line. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. So here come. It's a first down.
Oh, got back. Oh,
Oh, he still has it. Oh, the take
oh,
fumble.
fumble.
You got to pick it up.
Recovered
Pick
by
it up.
number 40. He was
Down. The ball
down.
is down.
He
The
should be
ball is
down by contact.
down by contact.
Number 40, Ethan Garcia.
Ethan Garcia. Nicely done by the Bobcats. Now the
That might
Bobcats.
be the spark they needed.
The spark with exactly 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bobcats 13 to nothing. But if I'm correct, you had Morgan Shannon in there, or maybe that was a play before. But that's good penetration. That's what I
Yes.
was talking about with containment and penetration.
Right.
Bust the play up. Then, because sometimes that messes up the quarterback, the runner, and you're like, I don't know what to do now. And they make mistakes. That's
Yes.
when you make mistakes. 49-yard line. Bobcats going heading back north here, down 13 to nothing. Shannon at
Number
quarterback to the.
21.
They need to get up there a little sooner. So now Dominic Trevino on the carry. So now we know Morgan Shannon is. I know Shannon at quarterback, and he had Trevino number 21 in the backfield. We had Garcia number 40. Is that right? He was the one that recovered
Right.
the fumble. So little by
And
little,
we know Ginobili Tapia's number
number
24.
24
Brendan Keys
Ginobili.
number 2. Gavin Ordon's number 3, which he's
He
going
made
in
a.
right now.
He's going in right now. He made that tackle way at the far end. So second down. Bobcats need to do something here on this play, Ray. I think that you got to drive here. You got to score. Cut this 13 nothing lead in half, and they're going to call it a timeout.
Timeout.
And I believe that should be Bobcat
Bobcat timeout.
timeout here in the third quarter. And we're in the third quarter. My bad. I will change it to the third quarter, and we'll go to some commercials. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in the third quarter here, and let me change my sign here. Third quarter. Bobcats with a nice run up the middle.
By Ginobili Tapia.
Ginobili Tapia. Third and 4 for the Bobcats. And Ray, Ryan, it's a little cooler up here.
Yes.
I love this. I just
Now you
wish
can see the computer.
now I can see the screen. I can see what I'm typing. You don't know the struggles, ladies and gentlemen. Bobcats third down and 4 at the Lions 45-yard line.
Number 24 again.
We got Ginobili Tapia. and
It's
good
about two
carry.
yards short.
Third and two. This the Cats are just needing that one gap. We need that one hole, if you will, that they can dart through. Number two into the game. Number two,
Brendan Keys.
Brendan Keys coming into the game. Little by little, Keys is gonna be flanked out to the far left. We looking at a play. It's fourth down though. This is a running play. I don't know if you gamble on this. 4 minutes remaining, 13 to nothing Lions over the Bobcats. This is a big play here in the third quarter. And the give to Tapia, and come on, got to muscle your way. They may have held him. That's a fourth down to
Turnover on downs.
turnover on downs. Go the other way, 3:42, and it looks like they're just running the clock. When you look at it the way they placed it, it almost like you made a first down.
Yeah.
It looked like they went further north. Are they gonna? Nah, they're going the other way.
Yep.
Just testing on the video there to see if our video's going. We getting some audio? And we're going to keep it going here in case we are still getting audio. Our video may have frozen just a little bit, and we're going to keep it going. There's flags on the field right now.
Number 8 was a runner.
Number 8 for the Lions was running the ball. We got some audio coming through here, but we're getting a little freeze on the video. So we'll come back. We're going to keep you here back to old school audio. There's a hold on the Santa Gertrudis Lions. And I'm going to move back a little bit to see if we have any. It's like hopefully we'll be back to streaming. But we get some audio here. 3:18 remaining here in the third quarter. Once again with Ray Ramirez, Ryan Franco. My name is Amador Ramirez, and we're bringing you junior varsity football. Stepping back a little bit, you're still grabbing my audio here on the stream. Back to old school radio, if you will, AM, FM. Back to throw, and a
Great.
nice little keeper, but again,
Taken down.
Morgan Shannon and number
56.
56.
Ethan. I just heard somebody say
Somebody
Ethan,
said
so I'm
Ethan.
guessing it's Ethan.
We didn't get the last name on that one. I'm gonna try to
So
get our.
I believe the Lady Cats travel to SGA also tomorrow.
Oh, good. Oh,
So,
that's right.
so
Still got the microphone going. As Ray mentioned, we still got the Santa Gertrudis Academy will be hosting our Lady Cats, right? Or volleyball, and I know we were in high demand. Either we or Kyler Wilson will be streaming it. I don't mean to put anybody on the spot. I'm sure somebody will do their best to be there, but we will be there for the evening. Are we back, Ryan? And oh, look at that! You heard me, but you couldn't see the game, which is more important. The toss to the left side, and oh,
oh,
good.
his own
Oh,
player,
he's down.
his own player knocked him
What do
down.
you call that? You're a self tackle. There are flags. Offsides. Bobcats. 2:05 remaining. Skidmore dining down 13 to nothing.
Offsides.
Now, man, Ray, it's a lot prettier when I'm looking at the screen. Look how pretty that purple looks on that.
Oh yeah.
That purple on that on the field.
And I'm also noticing the numbers.
The
They
numbers are
are
a lot.
popping
They're
out
sure
more
popping
than.
out. They sure do pop. You don't understand. I called a game at it used to be called, I think it's NRG Stadium. It used to be Reliant in Houston, and they put us like I literally my nose was bleeding, and I could not see anything even with binoculars. We were just calling it the way we saw it, but it was crazy. You got to cut him off right there. Got to cut him off. And Shannon, uh, right now Morgan Shannon is he is
Containing the outsides.
how do he's
Pretty
a
good.
man.
Yeah.
he's You got to keep Shannon. I got to go congratulate that young man. He's got to keep. They keep him there on that left side. and I don't think he was there. I could be wrong, but if they moved him over here because they saw something in
Right.
the first half, and no one scored here in the second half.
Right. Well, it looks like they put the two that aren't scared to tackle on the same side, number 7, number 3,
Yeah, you had and
Gavin Ordoin
Ardone, right?
or Ordoin.
And now they're going to the other side.
Side
See what happens. We got to contain them there. And number two, oh, and
24 Ginobili.
Ginobili Tapia.
It looked like number 2 had him.
Number two was in there too,
Yes. Brandon Keys.
and that was Brendan Keys.
Brandon Keys.
Brendan Keys, Keys and Tapia. Man, it's fun when I know their names because again, I'm not. We don't have anything to look at. And you got Shannon, and then you had
Gavin on
Ardone.
this Ordoin on this side.
That is
And
like
now we got now I know 66 is Jonah Rendon.
Jonah Rendon, who's taken a busted through the lines a few times.
Right.
27 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, 13 to nothing. There has been no scoring in the third quarter. Bobcats are stiffening up on defense, but they got to convert on offense. And they had something going with Tapia in the last drive. Back to throw. He's got a man. He's got it wide open.
Oh,
And he's
barely
got him.
caught it.
And now it's a
Number
foot
2,
race.
Brandon Keys.
Brendan Keys will
Oh
not get
no,
him. Number one on the
little two,
tackle.
about 2 steps
That
behind them.
is 57 yards at the buzzer, Ray. You're a Lion fan. You can't any more dramatic than that. But
Nope.
I think they're going to kick the extra point before we move it and swap sides. But got to get somebody out there. I noticed now they're picking on the left side a little bit more.
Right.
They picked a little bit on the right side. But again, this is where you have what do we call in sports adjustments. You've got to make some adjustments. But into attempt the extra point, number 12 to hold number 16. So if you guys out there listening from Lions country, hopefully we're not in any way disrespecting. We don't have a roster and we don't know your players. And wow, that is a trickle up. They went through the uprights.
Upright.
That is
Good.
unbelievable.
Yes.
With that, the end of the third quarter, Santa Gertrudis Academy 20, Skidmore Tynan Bobcats 0. We're going to the fourth. And we're back at Bobcat Stadium. Amador Ramirez along with Ray Ramirez and Ryan Franco. We're going into the fourth quarter now. And man, I can see my screen. It says hallelujah.
So if you're listening to us, back deep, we got Morgan Shannon, Brendan Keys, and number 10 for the Bobcats.
And they've been busy back there, Ray.
Yes, they have.
I don't know. I'm going to have to come back and do some more JV football because I like these guys. And taken there at the 34-yard line. Oh, taken
Eight
down number
immediately.
8 very quickly. That's one of those, it is full contact. That's why in the
Yes.
NFL they move the kickoff. I always think move it back again so we can have some kickoff returns, but too
Yeah.
many injuries.
Yes.
You're going full speed. There's going to be a full. So start the fourth quarter. Oh, and I got to change my score. I am so sorry. Learning my system here, and unfortunately, we have not had any movement on the Bobcat side of the score, and 20 to nothing is what we're looking at here. 20 to nothing. Santa Gertrudis Academy Lions in Kingsville, leading the Skidmore Tynan Bobcats
Oh,
here
it
with
looks
JV
like
football,
movement.
and there's movement. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I don't we don't with not having a roster, we don't know their grade levels, but I
Right.
don't know what Morgan Shannon what level he's in, whether
I
he's
believe he's a freshman.
he, wow. I'm going to say he's going to be an asset, as was Logan, and also
Right.
and again I forget our varsity player. I'm still learning, Ray. We got
Chase.
Chase as well as Chase, and
And Chase is a junior.
he's a junior. Oh, that's a high snap, but and again, Santa Gertrudis line, that defensive line, but Santa Gertrudis is not. There's no mercy. Second down, and after the 5 yard penalty and another yard loss, second and 16. Second down and 16.
So number
Keys
four for
coming
the
in.
Lions is dancing.
Number 4, dancing. Yeah.
He's what do they call that dance? The giddy? Is that what they call it now?
Ray's gonna have. I mean, Ryan's gonna have to put that on the. See if he gets it again. I don't know, Ray. I'm not cool like you.
Oh, I only know it because my son's dancing at the house.
Second and 17 to be exact. And the give up the middle, no. That looks like Tapia,
Yes.
Ginobili Tapia. I like that they're doing that with him. He's showing a little bit, showing a lot on defense.
Right.
I don't want to. We don't call most valuable players of games, but I have really been impressed with Shannon here on the left corner on defense,
Right.
and you got Tapia on defense, but also the pronunciation Ordon right
Right.
on defense, and so they've well, except for that blown coverage a moment ago to end the third quarter, they played some fundamental defense. Two kind of blown plays,
Yeah,
but
they made some adjustments in second half
yeah, they did,
and
and
kept
one
held
yeah
them down.
one bad play over there in the
Right.
corner. So 3:14 remaining fourth quarter, and the pitch out to Tapia, and and a takedown by number
Two.
22. Uh, that's a that's kind of a Shannon tackle. They're going
Bring
down
down
there.
four down. Fourth down.
Fourth down. Fourth down here, 20 to nothing. Skidmore Tynan down to the Santa Gertrudis Academy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, 7:30. I'm gonna make it look real like 7:30 Central Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern. We're going to bring you ST Bobcat Nation football. The varsity will be traveling to Kingsville, and Ray, Ryan, and myself. Oh, that is not kind of just fell on that ball, almost like he wasn't ready for it, Ray.
Yes.
He kind of reached at it with one hand.
That
That's
gives the Lions good field position.
that's the type of play that makes the head coach go nuts. You're like, what did you do? Hang
Yeah.
on to the ball. I love the Bobcats. I love them, but you're learning, and but you see some things that you might not see on varsity.
Right.
But hey, NFL makes mistakes. College football.
Yeah, I think the Giants forgot to show up against the Cowboys this week, right?
That's absolutely true. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. All right, the Lions at the 20-yard line. They're already in scoring position all the way inside to the 15 to the 14. A gain of six,
By number 20.
7, number 20. I hear. Well, we heard Jonah out there.
Yeah.
Been fun hanging out here. It's been fun getting our equipment together for the first time. Gentlemen, the only difference is we're going to be in a soundproof booth. We're not going to get the audience sound, but we already know where everything goes. Take a picture of this, right? This is not, we have take the whole table.
So what we should do is just take a picture here. I'll take one here. You take one there.
Yeah,
Ryan take one
that's
there.
all we got to do.
So that's your section and that's it.
And it looks like this. Oh, what a
Takedown by
takedown!
number 10.
I did not see that. Roy Rodriguez. That was a takedown. I really thought the runner was taking that left corner and taking it to the house, Ray.
Yes.
We apologize for we didn't lose audio, but we did have a lag a little bit. Hey, I'm gonna go over here with I'm a play cameraman, Ray. It's gonna be like, all right, here we go. I'm a cameraman now. This is gonna be fun. So it is it's first and goal, and the quarterback on a
Quarterback
busted play
keeper.
keeps the ball, but he's got a lane, and
Oh, and
he
it
gets in there to
looks like he
about the
stops.
two,
Yep.
about the 2 yard line. Second and goal. Time is not a factor here. Lions shooting for their 26th, maybe 27th point. I know you look at the score and you think it's lopsided, but really it has been an entertaining game.
It has.
Ray, I mean, you've got two busted plays that went for touchdowns.
Yes.
Take that out. Second and goal, Lions. Got a receiver split far left and quarterback under center, man in motion. He's going to give it to the man in motion. And let's see if they can stretch that out. And he's going to take the corner. He didn't
No.
make it.
Nope.
That is a nice tackle.
Number 22.
Who was that? 22.
22. Bernal Guyo. Bernal. I heard
I,
first name Bernal.
I heard Bernardo Rubio. We're going to have to find out. Number 21. It's a cool name if that's his
22.
name. Number 22. Third and goal. The clock will continue to run at 20 to nothing here in the fourth quarter at Bobcat Stadium. It's turning into a pretty night, right?
Yes.
Need to take a picture before the lights go out while we're up here. Hopefully we'll be in better quarters next time. We had to struggle. We had to climb almost like Mount Everest to get up here. I'm used to elevators, Ray. I'm used to bringing me up in an elevator. And then we got to take our equipment down. But we do want to take our picture of this because we have a good setup. Third and goal. See if the Bobcats can bust through. And
Number 20.
and did he make it? No.
Don't look like it.
Man, good Bobcat defense.
Number 55 and number 66.
Whoa.
66, Jonah. And number 55.
56. That's Jonah.
66 is Jonah, and 55 was the other tackler. Not sure of a
That
name.
is good defense. I want to yell out, let's go defense. But wow, they can stop here, man. This is amazing.
Yes.
Here go the Bobcats. You're just joining us, Bobcats here with a goal line stand.
Stands.
Here we go. Quarterback sneak is what they're calling out. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
It's a quarterback sneak. Did he get in? He
There
got
it is.
in.
He got in.
That's a good effort for the Bobcat defense, though.
They fought.
That's a
They
good,
fought.
good effort. Making it 26 to nothing with 250 remaining. Again, it's a lot easier to see our scores here. And the extra point to come. We'll kick it to a commercial or two, and then we'll come back and just put our closing thoughts and preview the varsity game again before we head home. Number 12 in to attempt the extra point. He's made 2 of 3,
Two.
trying for 3 of 4. And I
Oh,
thought
it
it should
looks
have
like
been
it
blocked.
blocked.
It's a
They did
right
tip it.
through. Looked like
They
it was
went
going to be
through.
blocked.
Yes.
So we're up to 27 and nothing, 250 remaining. And here in the fourth quarter, we'll be right back. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. You've been watching, listening, enjoying Olivares Plumbing, Backstreet Restaurant, and the Cool
Cold
Breeze
breeze.
Air Conditioning and Heating. Of course, right now it's more air conditioning than heating, but we live in Texas, so we can go from 100 to 0 in 2 minutes. Bobcats down 27 to nothing. It's been an enjoyable game, Ray,
Yes.
although the score indicates that it isn't. 27 to nothing. The Lions of Santa Gertrudis, but the Bobcats are come back tomorrow in varsity, and hate to say the word avenge, but you kind of want to like we'll get it back, guys. We'll get
Yes.
it back, and they will be playing at Javelina Stadium in Kingsville at A&M Kingsville,
Right.
and here comes the kickoff. That is an onside. They got it. Ah, they got it. That would be considered. That's kind of Bobcat style
Style.
from our varsity.
Yep. Mr. Bennett Martinez.
Bennett Martinez, like, hey, I'm the only one that can do that. And we look forward to we look forward to of course having watching Bennett lead the offense and a lot of the white let's see the Widener twins and the Cheek twins, right?
Right.
Always fun to watch those guys.
There was actually three sets of twins in the senior class this year.
Oh, there's a third
There
set.
was. Oh,
Okay,
but yeah. Cole Rivers and Casey Rivers. I don't know if she passed away last year.
okay.
So, but yeah, there was three sets of twins
Oh,
in the senior class this year.
and I recall yes, hearing a lot, of course, Casey.
Yeah.
First and 10, 2 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Unless this goes into overtime, which is very unlikely. The Lions with the quarterback under center, and he will give it to the first fullback up
Number
the
20,
middle,
he's got a
and
hole.
he's got number 70.
Oh,
And let's see what.
but
Oh, what
number
a
two,
takedown!
Brendan Keys.
Brendan Keys. Oh, no fear, no fear, right there. Take down the big guy. He was going to the house, Ray.
Oh yeah, he had it. Brendan
He
Keith hadn't been there to
Brendan
break up the clip play.
Brendan him down. First down.
He was the Keys player on that play.
That was the key to the play. We're going to have all kinds of jokes throughout the season, y'all. So inside the 20-yard line or inside the red zone, in case you hear me say red zone, that's they made it to the opponent's 20-yard line and inside the 20. Quarterback under center,
They're just gonna
and
take a
they'll
knee
take a
now.
knee, and that's classy, and 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 that's always a good thing. So you could say Keys saved 7 points,
Yes.
kept him in the 20s, and as we wind down, Ray, I know they're going to take another knee,
Right.
and we'll stick it around, and Ryan can zoom out so we can get them as they approach the stands. Um, this game has been entertaining, even if it was 27 to nothing, because we love football,
Right.
and you have to understand the game within the game. You see the you see you, you see Morgan Shannon, you see the plays, or Brendan Keys. If you're missing that out, then you're never going to enjoy a 27 to nothing game.
Right.
But knowing all that, it's the play in the game within the game. So that's the way it ends as we go 8-7 and tick it down. And I know we don't have a band, but just a quick preview. Ray, 27 nothing here. The
Right.
Lions take it tomorrow night, 7:30. We're going to be broadcasting here on Facebook and on YouTube the varsity Skidmore Tynan varsity, and they take on going in with a 2-1 record. I don't remember what Santa Gertrudis is at, either 1-2.
I believe they're 2-1 also.
They're also 2-1.
I believe so.
And so
I'll check it out
we'll
real quick.
see what happens. Ray's looking up stats, and I know as we progress into district, we're gonna start looking at our own
Yep.
teams.
They're both 2-1.
2-1, both are 2-1 tomorrow night, and we're gonna start looking ahead at Refugio and Shiner and Ganado and Bloomington and Kennedy and Three Rivers. And when we come back in 2 weeks here, it's going to be at the Three Rivers Bulldogs, and that's district. So, any final thoughts, Ray, before we close it down here at
No, like you
Bobcat
said, we
Stadium?
enjoyed football. It's a great game. Like you said, score was a little 27-0, but great game. Bobcats made some adjustments in the second half, stepped up their defense. It was two busted up plays that got them the scores, and they just got to keep their heads up. I mean,
Yeah, it's one of those one little play.
yes,
If you make that play, if you don't make, if you cover that player, and coach will address all that. And these are our future varsity players,
right.
so they're going to get better and better as we move forward. But I enjoyed a lot of the games, and thank you for and also Coach Guajardo, calling out names that I didn't know because I don't have a roster. I know I said that a million times, but I also like to take a minute to thank Ryan Franco, who was running the video. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, and also thanking, of course, Olivares Plumbing, Backstreet Restaurant, and Cool Breeze Air Conditioning and Heating. This is Amador Ramirez with ST Bobcat Nation, and we bid you all a good night. See you tomorrow.